Lesson 9D, the female reproductive system. The female reproductive system is identical to the male system in the womb in their undifferentiated state. As the fetus develops, structures begin to differentiate to become structurally different and functionally different. The female gonads are the paired ovaries located in the abdominal cavity, where they optimally function at a normal body temperature of 37 degrees centigrade. The ovaries of the female are homologous to the testicles of the male, and that they both produce gametes and they both produce hormones. In males, the gametes are called sperm, and the hormone produced is called testosterone. While in the females, the gametes are called ova, or ovum for singular, and the hormones produced are estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone, in particular estrogen, is involved in the development of a woman's primary and secondary sexual characteristics during puberty. This includes the arrival of one's menstrual period, but also the appearance of breasts, pubic hair, and fat deposition. The 12-day process of egg development is called oogenesis, in which a single immature egg called a primary oocyte goes through meiotic division, producing 4 cells. Of the 4 cells produced by meiosis, only one survives as a mature egg, called the mature ovum. The other 3 are called polar bodies. They degenerate and then are phagocytized by other cells. The mature ovum, or the egg, is then released from one of the 2 women's ovaries, which occurs every 28 days or so. This process is called ovulation. The feather-like edges of the fallopian tubes, called fimbriae, extend to the ovary and gently beat to assist the egg in crossing the open gap between the 2 structures. The fallopian tube, or the oviduct, connects to the uterus, and the journey takes 4 to 5 days for the egg to arrive at the uterus. The egg is assisted along the oviduct with the help of cilia, special finger-shaped cells that line the fallopian tube, and rhythmically beat to move the egg towards the uterus. Fertilization of the ovum occurs in the fallopian tube, and though the trip takes 4 to 5 days, the egg must be fertilized in a 24-hour window of time, immediately following ovulation, or the egg will not be viable. The uterus or womb is where the fertilized ball of cells, called a zygote, will implant, and the amniotic sac will develop. If the egg is unfertilized, or is not properly formed, it will be flushed through the uterus and vagina, along with the lining of the uterus, in a process called the menstrual period, or menses. At the bottom of the uterus is a muscular ring called the cervix. The opening of the cervix is usually very narrow. This limits what can enter the womb to small bodies such as sperm, and helps reduce infections. If the woman is impregnated, the cervix will open up or dilate after roughly 9 months of fetal development. This allows for the child to pass through the birth canal, or vagina, during birth. The vagina also has a role in receiving the penis and stimulating the male to orgasm, so that the penis may deposit the ejaculate near the cervix. This is an important step in achieving fertilization of the egg and pregnancy. This table lists the anatomical structures of the female reproductive system and lists their main functions.